Hi Aquarius, welcome. So Aquarius, this is going to be your tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. Aquarius, when I was meditating on the collective Aquarian energy, I got the same song that I got in my live on Sunday, and it was the song of Valerie by Steve Winwood. I think that's his name. I don't know why I keep getting that song for you, Aquarius, but check out the song lyrics to that. It might resonate with you somehow. You may randomly hear it on the radio. Funny story, after I did the live on Sunday and I got that song, I think it was the next day that song randomly came on my YouTube. So you never know. But check it out. Check out the lyrics. See if it resonates with you. Particularly the part of the song where he says, what does he say? I'm the same boy I used to be, Valerie. So, I don't know. Take it or leave it, Aquarius. Either way, let's talk about the energy I feel coming through. You have 2 cards out already. These came out while I was preparing for the reading. I wasn't going to keep them, but I felt like maybe I should keep these. And it's Taurus, Virgo energy. Some of you could have that in your chart or be dealing with those zodiac signs. Or it's just this influencing vibe, right, Aquarius, of getting a bit more grounded, getting a bit more serious about planning and organizing over these next month. They said, okay, few months. You know, some of you, it's like reestablishing yourself in the home, redecorating, you know, just getting ahead of things, right? I feel like Aquarius, some of you have kind of let some things fall to the wayside, and now during this time period, it may be like cleanup time, where you're getting to things that maybe you had put off, or organizing, you know, a part of your house that maybe you've been meaning to, but you haven't been getting to, or maybe at work, getting more on top of things. I just feel like you're getting into this space of wanting to be more on top of it. All right, especially with the 6th house here, because the 6th house is all about details, paying attention to details. And then with the Taurus energy here, it's about like the steadfast, productive energy. So I heard chicken with your head cut off. So some of y'all have been, you know, maybe a little bit erratic in your energy, a little bit absent-minded, a little bit like a chicken with your head cut off. And now I feel like as we go into July, all the way into, they're saying Virgo season, so through September, it's about like reestablishing yourself and getting your head on straight again. Getting a little bit more down to business, down to earth, right? It's a very tenacious vibe as well, so I feel like, yeah, Aquarius, that's what you can expect. And even though Aquarians are known to be a bit flighty, you're an air sign, you're also a fixed sign though. So you actually do crave stability in your life. You do like a little bit of routine, right? So that's kind of what I feel coming through. And then you have Gemini energy popping up. Could be dealing with Gemini or have that in your chart as well. And or this is just simply signifying that social events, social affairs, socializing being important, Aquarius. So if you had been introverting a little bit, this might be the time frame where you feel like connecting again, connecting with friends again, communicating, maybe seeking variety, seeking new experiences, right? So this is kind of an exciting energy, Aquarius. And this may be coming after a period of time where you had to depart from something, walk away from something, separate yourself emotionally from something, right? It's all about new beginnings, I feel. But in order to have a new beginning, sometimes you have to leave old things behind. And so you may be in this space right now, Aquarius, where you're getting ready to depart from some things, to detach from some things, so that you can kind of come into this new type of vibe, right? And they're giving me a song. This is so random. It's a vibrant thing. It's a vibrant thing. It's an older song. Anyways. Then you have the Empress here, which is all about abundance, like knowing your worth. Also, maybe a little bit of patience required. I heard not everything is going to happen lickety-split, but it will happen in the perfect timing, Aquarius. So do try to keep that in mind so that you don't get anxious or lose your cool. And I'm getting another song. Okay. Sorry, I don't remember the artist's name, but the song is called Cool. What does she say? Now you've got your hands up in the clouds. What did you have when you brought them down? I hope it was something worthwhile. How do I feel? I feel cool. It's Lauren something. Or Ruth. I'm not sure. I'll put it in the comments below. It's not a super well-known artist, but if you know it, put it into the comments. It's LP's ex-girlfriend that sings it. Anyways, okay, so back to you, Aquarius. You've got the 2 of Cups here, the 8 of Cups out twice, the 9 of Wands, and Temperance. So definitely relationships showing up, all right? Some of you, like I said, might be leaving something familiar or someone familiar as you kind of go into uncharted territory here, Aquarius. There's major movements coming through for the sign of Aquarius, and I've noticed this among all of my Aquarian friends as well. And at first it may feel like a little bit out of sorts, okay? I remember I felt that unorganized vibe, but I feel like things starting to make sense, things starting to line up, especially as we go into September, end of August here. But the timeline will be different for each of you. This is a general reading. There seems to be a lot of back and forth going on, a lot of impatience. Some of y'all are kind of getting irritated, getting a little bit impatient. You know, this might be coming off as a little bit defensive or critical. Be careful of that, Aquarius. I get this message too about like kind of wanting to be left alone. Aquarians need their alone time, right? And y'all know I'm an Aquarian too. It's like there's this very social aspect to the sign of Aquarius, but there's also this very introverted aspect. I call us the extroverted introverts. So you might be going back and forth between like wanting to connect, wanting to communicate, and then kind of really pulling back and wanting your space. And I feel like if somebody isn't honoring the space that you're wanting or needing during this time frame, Aquarius, you feeling irritable or maybe getting a bit defensive or guarded. So be careful with that. It's a very temperamental, like moody energy showing up. And it could also be that you're connecting with someone who, you know, has the energy of being a bit temperamental, a bit defensive, Aquarius, especially if they feel like you're leaving them behind, right? Especially if they feel like, you know, Aquarius, that you're not including them on your plans or not including them on the next chapter. This might actually provoke this moodiness or unstable energy out of another person, right? Because they're giving me the word inclusive, somebody wanting to be included into whatever you have going on. And Aquarius, you might not even be meaning to do this, but there's this part of the Aquarian energy that's very independent, and sometimes you don't always want other people, you know, to know your plans or to include others, you know, especially if it's something that you feel is like special to you. So others of you, you're not trying to not include someone. You're just so used to being the Aquarian that you are. You might be not taking into consideration someone else's feelings, but FYI, Aquarius, you might be actually hurting someone's feelings or rubbing them the wrong way, making them feel like maybe they are not important. So something to keep in mind, Aquarius, as you go through this time frame. But yeah, a lot seems to be going on here. So let's go further into it. Here's that song again. Hold you accountable. What you do with your hands up in the clouds? I brought them down. This ain't a love song. No, you don't deserve one. This ain't a love song. You don't deserve one. All right. So you have the devil here, the 9 of swords showing up in the emotional space. What else? King of swords, that's you. The king of wands. All right, I'm going to have to clarify that. I heard that cutting through the BS. So some of you during this time frame, it's like you're going to cut straight to the point, cutting through the BS, not wanting to have any small talk. I just feel like kind of this impatient energy, and every time I go to talk, I get a message, and I kind of, yeah. Be careful about like mixed messages or talking over someone, or you could be dealing with someone that is talking over you, because I'm getting mixed messages here as well. But on an emotional level, Aquarius, I feel like there's some, insecurities or fear or anxiety showing up here. Some of you letting your shadow get the best of you, or getting sucked into like what could go wrong in a situation, Aquarius. And let me tell you, there's always 2 sides to that coin. For every situation we find ourselves in, there's something that could go right, but there's also something that could go wrong. It's just, what do you want to choose to focus on? Because you're in charge of that. Some of y'all are giving too much attention to focusing on maybe the problems or the issue or the stress of something, and not enough focus to like what good is going to come out of a situation here. Definitely might be finding yourself like overthinking things at this time, which is going to muddle the energy, and maybe even you're crossing wires in your brain. Some of you are contradicting your own desires and your thoughts. So like there's something here that you're really wanting, that you're feeling called to, and at the same time there seems to be like anxiety or fear wrapped around that, Aquarius, and needing to kind of get your head on straight. Okay, that's where the chicken with their head cut off came from. They're saying, get your head on straight, Aquarius, make your mind up, and then point in the direction of it. That's all that it takes. The universe will make sure you have the cooperative components, that things will line up. All you have to do is stay consistent in the way that you're thinking about something. So if there's uncertainty going on in your head, or like this back and forth, like moody energy, it's literally the only thing standing in your way, Aquarius, from things going as smoothly as they can. So get out of your own way, make a decision, line up with it, Aquarius. And trust me, I get it that sounds like easier said than done, but of all of the zodiac signs, I feel like Aquarians have the highest likelihood of being able to manifest what you want, just simply because Aquarians have the ability to focus. You're ruled by your brain. Most Aquarians are brainiacs, you know what I mean? Like, you're a very intelligent zodiac sign, not to toot your own horn, but toot toot, you know what I mean? Generally speaking, you're one of the more focused and determined of the zodiac signs. So I feel like when you make your mind up, right, and when you get to that point of no return, first of all, you'll know, because you'll feel certain. Also, as soon as you get to that point and you're there, and I feel like some of y'all are arriving there very soon, watch how fast things unfold. Once, and all that it requires for it to move forward is that certainty, Aquarius. So I definitely feel, again, there's a strong connection here showing up. Soulmate twin flame energy showing up here. A definite boost in confidence coming through, and yeah, I feel movement going forward. Actually, some of you might actually be moving, but I also feel like whatever you have going on, it's like you can handle it, Aquarius. You know that you can handle it. Yeah. Let's see what else. Knight of Pentacles. There's another song coming through. It's LP. Well, wasn't I just talking about LP? Someday, someday, some way, when I'm over you. Someday when I'm over you. So, I mean, both of those songs are about breakups or leaving a situation. Some of you might be going through that or know someone who is. And or you might just randomly hear either of those songs. If so, come back to the reading. But it's a general reading, so take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. All right, so as we go forward, Aquarius, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Hangman, Judgment, and the Queen of Wands. So there's this forward progression here, but one step at a time, right? One logical step at a time, right? And that's what I said at the beginning of the reading. You kind of leaving this kind of erratic, absent-minded energy and going more into this practical, steadfast type of vibe, right? Getting your head on straight. This is like gaining some sort of new information or a new perspective that's kind of helping you to let go of something that maybe you had trouble walking away from in the past, Aquarius. And then as you do that, it's like tapping into your personal power again. It's finding that will, the motivation to move forward, tapping into your creative juices, Aquarius. And this could be in the career, this could be in the home, this could be intimate with passion, feeling more passionate, having more intimacy, wanting more intimacy in your life, you name it, right? I just feel that this is kind of like returning to self after maybe like this waiting period where things really weren't making sense for a while here, Aquarius, or this back and forth energy that had you feeling like keeping your guard up. And again, they're wanting you to kind of cut out the need to hyper focus or hyper analyze a situation because it brings you into your shadow and it just sucks the life out of you and it doesn't solve anything. So instead, focusing your energy on your strengths, okay, and your ability to get things done. Because I'm getting another song. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Rushing till life's no fun. So there is this message too here about like, yes, get practical, get serious, Aquarius, but also, you know, you can't be serious all the time, right? You're an Aquarian. So infuse a little bit of that creative juice, a little bit of that playfulness as you can, you know. But there's some sort of big release coming, which is then going to be followed by a big change. And it results in you feeling more grounded with self. So let's see then, Aquarius, what the law of attraction has to say about this. Here's that song again. Gotta get right the way I do. And I see the shape shift. So there's some sort of shift coming through, and I got this on the Sunday live as well. A shift in a situation, a shift in your energy here, Aquarius. I feel like you're going to know what that's about. Let's see the law of attraction. Okay. So this says, others' opinions are less important than my personal guidance system. You did not intend to use the opinion of others to measure against your beliefs, desires, or actions in order to determine the appropriateness of them. Instead, you knew and still remembered long after you were born that it was the relationship between the opinion or knowledge of the source within you and your current thoughts in any moment that would offer you the perfect guidance in the form of your emotional guidance system. So this card is always very interesting to me, Aquarius, because basically what it says is that the opinion of others matters not at the end of the day. That at the end of the day, when you're deciding on what's right for you, that decision needs to solely be based on one thing and one thing only, and that is your inner guidance. How do you feel? What is it that you want? Because nobody knows you like you, Aquarius. And so others may weigh in. I'm not saying be closed-minded, you know, okay to be open-minded, but at the end of the day, when making decisions, it's important that you make the decisions that are best for you, whether other people understand them or not, because really you can't please everyone and not everybody is going to understand you, and that's got to be okay. So whatever you have coming up for you, Aquarius, don't look outside of you for that advice. Look intrinsically inside of you and ask yourself, how do I feel? All right. So Aquarius, very interesting reading. Zodiac signs that you might be dealing with or having your own birth chart. I have Libra, Leo, Gemini, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, and Gemini energy. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind, it could be any zodiac sign as it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos there as well. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I am wishing you the very, very best, and until next time, my friends, namaste.